for? Well, we don't know. It's going to be Ash straight away. And what will be the second?
Yeah, trust bans of Ash. Something that wasn't the case before. Maybe
Bamboozling you.
bamboozling me. Are we gonna see Monty ban?
Oh, the
look at
Monty! Just before they ban it, you are ready. It's going to
Mira.
be the full Monty. Or not.
Next one is gonna be Mira from Supremacy.
Alright, would make sense, and so it does.
And then Echo from Trust.
Those are the logical bans, but of course you can also take out the Maestro if you're Trust.
Take out Maestro. In before I look stupid.
Oh, if it's going to be Maestro, I'm going to be so happy. Oh, Valkyrie!
Okay.
Yeah.
We're both wrong.
We'll take
So
that.
we're
It's
both
the
right,
compromise. We're like political people. If one of us gets right, the other one gets right after, and otherwise none of us gets right.
Yep. Well, Supremacy stays with the same bans as they had last time they fought Trust. Trust is swapping things up because they went for a Ash and Valkyrie instead of the Jekyll and Echo, which they had last time.
We actually see the Blackbeard coming out straight away from Tactis, which always an interesting one. And what will it bring? Of course, that shield not as powerful as it was a long time ago, but still it can catch a bullet for you, which will save your life regardless.
Like the fact that they are going trophy stature to start off with. Of course, Tactis is going to be quite effective on this one. We've seen this in the first match of Challenger League Season 9, that he managed to actually play this out perfectly fine. So let's see if he's going to have such a good day again, or if he will be falling apart on this, like in the hands of Trust Gaming, as they are running a Echo now, which was banned last time to potentially stun or deny plants last second.
And there is no IQ for Supremacy to spot out those yokai drones, which is always a annoying moment.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Just placed on the wall.
Oh.
And then thrown up to the roof. If it actually sticks, because
yeah, but you know what I'm scared of?
What are you scared of?
Impact Nate coming in and then, oh no, away is your yokai drone. As Beat is even shooting at it,
he can't stick it.
Nope.
He's gonna put it next to it. He couldn't stick it, so he's just gonna put it right behind.
It's in the middle, and that's a scary place.
That's definitely a scary place because whichever one of two of the Bennett walls you want to. Okay. Reset. Whichever one of the three walls you want to open up and you want to impact track that, it's gonna destroy the drone. Now, of course, no termite is being ran by Supremacy. It's gonna be a Hibana. Hibanas are tougher to actually impact track, because somehow the shield of Tactis already took damage.
Early peak that must have been from either Avage or Quadzi, where Avage seems to be the more logical suspect, due to him being on the Jaeger instead of Quadzi, who now will run on the mute.
Yeah, definitely so. Deepak is going to be challenging. I think it's Deepak though. Deepak is actually quite close to him, as the amount of damage that seems to be gone from that shield. As I almost dropped my pen. I'm thinking Deepak is the one that actually took that challenge right here, as just wants to try and create some vertical play right here, but he's unaware of if someone is actually still playing on that position. And that's not going to be the case, as a rotate already came through. Right now will be giving away his position, and that means it will most likely be Meads, I guess, up there that is going to be challenging just right now. And as soon as he opens up one more hole, he's going to be having a hard time of keeping this safe.
Okay, 6 also moving around a little bit, but Quadzi is on the prowl with the C4 in his pocket. He wants to get an angle somewhere, but now Deepak has taken a lot of damage, has not really dealt all too much himself, and eventually will fall to KSX. Now the refrag might come in from Quadzi, yet he cannot capitalize on the angle.
Yeah, won't pick up that frag, at least scares away the member of Supremacy, who tries to peek him right there, and Avage then picks up Juz, as now the X-Carus has gone off right there. Meads doesn't hit the shot, eventually will get the down, and has to be careful not to overextend himself, as Leonski will be there to save him. Seems like Poseidon is going to be able to rotate through whilst he's down, that is, and he's just making his mistake right there, running into Tactis' line of sight. as it is an effective 3-on-2 situation with Quadzi being down, but Avage coming in with the flank could be coming in clutch as he takes down one. Will be alerting KSX that he cannot go for the pickup right now, as Avage could be coming any time right now to make sure that won't happen. We'll be trying to bait him out as he is going to help back up Poseidon, but the diffuser is still going to be down and they have no actual entry right there. Trying to contest Avage on these stairs, and the other side is Leonski still having his drones available to him if he wants to deny the plant. Avage picks up Poseidon, now pre-fires, will be getting the tray kill onto KSX. Great round right there from Avage, picking up I believe a 3k on the side of Trust Gaming.
And so Trust will take that first round despite losing the opening kill. But we have to say as well, Trust Gaming was playing rather chaotic, and the same goes for Supremacy. People just running out where they should have probably hidden Quadzi dying in a place you wouldn't expect him to die. And stuff like that going all over the place.
Oh, look at that Frost.
Oh.
They're going to 6-pick it out, but it's still going to be keeping Supremacy on their feet that they have to watch literally every single window.
But there is an IQ which might actually come to haunt the utility they have on Trust Gaming right now, especially with that pulse, giving away a lot of information position-wise. But then again, we have seen the IQ die to the C4 of pulses many of times.
They're going Aviator Gaming.
Once.
They did not win that once last time they played this.
And that is a painful statistic.
They played it 3 or 4 times.
Well, maybe this is the thing that can change it up. Of course, those statistics have just mentioned are from the previous match these players had against each other. That was their first match of this season.
Right with a 4K actually.
Oh, what a legend. He makes you happy.
Right there.
Like, he's the only Belgian in the team, so he feels some subconscious pressure to step up every time. And he's just one of their star players.
I've said it a long time. Like, Avage is, together with Deepak, probably the best player the Benelux region has.
Yeah, and he's a very kind soul as well. I just have trouble understanding what he says every now and then, but that's what I have with a lot of people as well.
I mean, back when I was playing for the LAN, everybody basically slept at the little holiday house you also slept in. My entire team, like Sejin Nati just flew in, and Avage came all the way from Belgium, brought chicken from KFC, and then, you know, everybody was happy. So he's a great guy as well. So
he is the mental support every team needs, and he also gets some frags in the leeway. And so Trust Gaming will actually have that first round on the back of the 4K of Avage, having a proper roam and having great precisions as time progressed. And now we'll step it up on the pulse as well, maybe. The problem is there's also an IQ right around, and those drones have spotted him out. He will try to get a new angle though, which might work. But meanwhile, Supremacy is also getting some nice positions.
Yeah, 2 members of Trust Gaming are downstairs and kind of getting pincered in though. Have to be careful that that isn't going to get become their downfall, as they are desperately needed. Deepak and Avage need to have an impact, and Tactis then takes down Deepak as we speak. Just a tiny bit of damage being done. It's going to be up to Avage to possibly make that right with his C4, and he knows exactly where he's going to get pushed from because he has his cardiac sensor out. He knows exactly where they are when they're pushing, when they're falling back, and will be calling that out. Quadzi now is going to get droned. Wasn't actually droned out properly right there. Will be able to get the drop into alive, but gets refragged straight away by KSX. As that will mean the book is going to be gone. That's actually a huge impact, as that will mean the floorboards will no longer be completely opened up, and will bring a bit of a rougher time onto indeed, as Avage gets one tap by KSX. Great round being played by him right now, as he is ready and wants to keep on going right here. Of course, I thought it was a Caveira, but it's not a Caveira, it's IQ. I was like, what the...
What's going on? Well, don't you worry, darling. It's a 4-on-2. Supremacy is doing a great job. Hotpings now also coming down onto Leonski as more utility will fly in towards the bomb sites. And so Trust Gaming is in a bad position. Smoke canister is still to be used though, but only one more left at roughly the 30 seconds mark. As Tactis is just waiting for it to pause. And so Trust Gaming will now be pushed in. 20 seconds left. Supremacy has to get a move on, but Leonski has been down, meaning Meats is the only player left in a 1v4. The bomb is now being planted. KSX takes him down, meaning it's a 1-1. Supremacy equalizes the score straight away.
Yeah, great round right here from KSX, just taking down literally everybody on that Nomad, doing whatever he needs to do. Good attempt right here from Quadzy, but unfortunately there was one more player ready to go in with that refrag, and that meant that Trust Gaming wasn't going to be able to capitalize on that 1 kill Quadzy made right there, as they lost more in return. Twitch is going to get picked up by Tactis. Just a switch right here on the side of Supremacy and how they're actually approaching it. And as IQ is going to get picked out, Leonski swaps over to the Capcan. That is going to be a pretty important swap, so to say, of the IQ.
Yeah, because the Capcan traps can now be spotted as well by the AQ, meaning there is more value out of that operator. Vigil, when using the ERC7, can also be spotted. The same for Avage when he uses his scanner. And so that IQ has like a ton of value. Supremacy might not actually be knowing.
Yeah, of course, the goo mines right there, the EDDs, the ERC7, the cardiac sensor, they can all be spotted when active or deployed. So Tactis is going to have so much value this round, and Trust Gaming just has to deny that. They need to take down Tactis. That is what they need right now.
Tactis just wants to go for those points, and no one can blame him. He will get loads out of this one if he just has a good buddy system with a player that wants to protect him whenever he needs to. Action phase has gone underway though, meaning Supremacy will try to move in slowly but steadily. They have again a pretty similar setup than they had before.
And Trust Gaming is swapping things up now with that Capcan and Vigil, actually something that we haven't seen much of yet. Speaking about the Capcan, of course. Wondering if Tactis is going to use his cassette threat to basically go around the entire building, or if he's just going to use it to scout out the bomb site. Yeah. That's going to be a really important factor.
Will he play Minesweeper or will he play a gun game? It seems like Quadzy has some trouble clearing out the drones, but Leonski then takes down Tactis. And it's actually ironic that the Capcan takes down the IQ, probably the operator, which was most valuable, taking out those Capcan traps. And now Alive has actually taken some damage as well, but it seems like Trust Gaming is also falling. 2 players go down to two different Supremacy members.
Yeah, and that will force Leonski to go back to side and try and hold things off right there. It's going to be up to Deepak to hold the top floor control, and Meads and Leonski need to make sure that no diffuser will be reaching the site whatsoever. Even though Meads is still upstairs himself as well. And that could be quite problematic. As soon as they know 2 members are still upstairs, they could be trying to just brute force themselves through and actually go for the bomb plant as soon as they can.
But time is ticking down as well. 1 minute 15 left on the clock, and Meads still has 3 canisters to work with. Lesion mines, of course, being thrown in more and more. And did they clear every Capcan trap? That is the question. Capital can, of course, go down or die due to one of them if he walks in. And Meads is now going for the aggression with the smoke. Not the smartest decision, but yet he delays even more as K6 now goes down to the shotgun. He just is now trying to fight as well. Walks into the smoke for a little moment as Alive now takes down the smoke. It is a 3-on-2 and Trust Gaming seems to be trembling and falling as well. But now Avage disconnects, probably to reconnect a little bit later, and Supremacy is going on the offense.
Still control is gained by Trust Gaming though, with 35 seconds left on the clock. Supremacy needs to make their assault. They need to go for it now, because there is still some Capcan traps around, and I'm uncertain if they're actually aware of that fact. One is going to get spotted out, which will be giving away the information to Trust Gaming where they are going to be coming from. And this 2-on-3 situation is indeed quite doable. As soon as this fire arrow is going to come out, Leonski actually picks up 1 frag. Has to watch out. Deepak is not going to get flamed himself whilst that's happening. Leonski picks up 1, then picks up by Juz. It's all going to be up to Deepak right now, but it's going to be Juz that clutches things out, brings it to a 1-on-2. And Trust Gaming seem to have it back into their bags, but managed to give it away last second. If only he had to pass through right there, he would have been blown up.
Should Deepak have hidden there? There was little time to work with. I don't know exactly if just knew where he was.
There was a Capcan trap on the door, so if you wanted to push him, then it would have been blown up because of the Capcan trap.
Yeah, with the panic and miscommunication, the screaming of your teammates, that might have actually happened. And that might have been the demise of Trust Gaming in that round. A little bit of a improvement point. Maybe, of course, Deepak thought the player might have been a little bit closer than he was. And well, that means Trust Gaming is now on the back foot. We see the sledge being picked up by Tactis instead of the Dokkaebi, as that was the last minute swap. And will Trust Gaming eventually get back?
And of course we are going statuary right now, the bomb site which they have won before. So they want to get in these 3 rounds at least on Villa, as last time they played Supremacy, I believe it was 4-2 for the attacking team on the first half, and then it became 6-6. So attacking side seemed to have a little bit of a favor in there. So if you can get 3 rounds on the board of defense, they will be quite happy about that, as that is what they're trying to get out of this. They want to get those 3 points, because those 3 points would mean that they will be overtaking Ghost Killer and will be clearing up the gap towards M&M and Vitality. So pretty important points, if not the most important points of this week.
Only time will tell who will receive those points, as it is another action phase. Deepak standing by close to this angle. He already fought once before when there was a Blackbeard on the side of Supremacy. Unfortunately, the shield did protect the player of the French team, meaning Trust Gaming didn't have the opener. Now Tactis is holding the angle where Deepak is playing, so he might be a little bit scared, yet he is not being pushed out by any other position though. And actually Tactis is holding a jump out. Will now prep a nade. Will throw it in fairly soon, but the ADS is standing by, meaning that nade has been wasted. The KSX is trying to put some pressure in elsewhere, yet that does not really amount to anything just yet, except for some damage onto him, as that Legion Mine will pop.
Yeah, first minute has been gone off the board right here, and yeah, Supremacy is just starting to gain a little bit of control. They're holding some angles. They want to have that bathroom control, and it's going to be quite hard to take as long as Deepak is quite close to that. I believe he actually already rotated out. He's now playing on that angle right there as he tries to actually hit it. KSX is missing his shots right there. Flashbangs are coming in, but aren't helping him as of yet. Deepak just taking a little bit of damage. Wants to rotate out, but knows it's not going to be safe. KSX gets yet another kill. Doing so much work for Supremacy. Definitely looking to become the MVP of this match, as he is going on so strong so far. It's going to be left up to the remaining 4 members of Trust Gaming to shut down that powerhouse of KSX, who's doing oh so well on the Nomad, and make sure that they are going to get their second round on the board as well, bring things to a 2-on-2, allowing them to still have an opportunity to fight and possibly take the upper hand in this match.
It is Supremacy again in the lead. KSX has taken a little bit of damage, but already has 2 opening kills in this map so far. Deepak on the Trust Gaming side is the player that died first most, as he died 3 times already as the first player. As now Leonski takes down alive. The air jab has been taken down by Avash, and they're not noticing. He can still walk up and take down another one. Suddenly Trust Gaming turns it around and actually wins a round. They didn't get the first frag, and it's all Supremacy just not checking the right angles. Look at this. Yeah. He was standing there for a long time. Avash could destroy an air jab and actually get a kill as well, just roaming around. Look at this. This air jab was right above it. I don't understand.
I don't understand either, but fact is we are currently up to 2-2. And I'm not sure, but first of all, Alive was the entry fragger of Supremacy, and now we just see KSX just running in and getting kills.
Yeah, Alive has been the most fragging player of this season, yet this match, I don't really see him too present. And I think that is one of the reasons Supremacy is not taking the lead, because in general they seem to be a little bit stronger, except for Alive. His score is still not where we expect him to be. As you said, using the entry fragger, having a lot of follow-ups as well. And now they're banking on KSX. He is doing well. But as you see, Alive still on 1 kill and KSX on 8.
KSX doing amazing work for Trust Gaming. Leonski on the other side as well as Deepak is actually not able to come into his groove right here. Normally you get some more frags, but doesn't seem to be able to make those happen right now. So he's going to try and keep that one out with his assists that he gets from his goo mines. Make the best out of that. Vich once again on the pulse. Saw it work out quite well last time. Taking down. Actually, did it work last time?
The first time he played it, it did work out wonders, but the
right?
second time not that much. Last round he was, I believe, playing on the Valkyrie, having that flank, eventually getting the last kill as well. But now it is back to a 2-on-2. Just Gaming equalized the score. Now we'll try to go for the lead once again. Yet Supremacy is also facing a very strong one. So time is already ticking down slowly. Just is going rather aggressively, trying to hunt down a rotating player. And the chances are Just Gaming runs around a place where they shouldn't. It happens before, and it might happen again.
It's also their strength, because of people not paying attention to that. That sometimes works out, and that's going to give them back the advantage or the momentum that they need to win a round. So you can say whatever you want about it, but if teams are not paying attention to it, then it's absolutely in the right to do so, and they make absolutely perfect use out of that situation. As we see, 1 minute has passed, and top floor control is starting to establish for Supremacy, but still, 3 people, me, Squadsy, and Deepak, are contesting whatever they can, and having statuary room in their possession is pretty big.
Meanwhile, another air, or actually the first air jab has been deployed. We haven't seen much air jab Claymore play coming in, as Just now has a fight, loses some lives. Yes, it seems like Just Gaming is playing very well on the defense until Tactics takes down Meats, and that is the smoke of the board.
Yeah, Deepak gets a straight refrag though onto Alive. There's going to be the Capping Tower gun. There's quite some utility that is not going to be used. And right there, Tactics will be calling out a person on his camera as Squadsy now takes down Just as well. Deepak takes down Tactics, and Just Gaming seems to be able to actually get ahead of this one in regular time, like without any crazy plays right here. As Vich picks up one more, it's all going to be up to Poseidon in a 1-on-4 situation to try and make this happen. Quatsy still upstairs. The rest, in the meantime, rotated all the way down, and Vich is looking for him with that cardiac sensor. Question is, where is Poseidon? What is he gonna do, and will he have an opportunity in this 1v4 with 40 seconds left?
Poseidon is, I believe, yet to get a kill though, so that does not really bode too well. But in a 1v4, sometimes you can pull some magic things out of your hat. He has been spotted. Deepak takes the kill and is now stepping up for his team. And that means Just Gaming takes the lead. It is a 3-2-1 for them. And now they have to extend that. 4 rounds on the defense would be great. You said before, 3 is pretty decent. But another one, well, that means you're in the lead a lot more.
Yeah, it definitely does. So, 4-2 last time was for the attacking team. Just Gaming currently has 3 rounds. It already did better than they did last time on the defense. Question is, can they extend it to a 4-2 on the defense, or will they fall off on that? That's gonna be the big question, because if they pick up 1 more round, then almost guarantee you that they are gonna be winning the match.
Whoa.
Almost, not completely, just almost.
Okay, I'll believe you just for this time once. As Just Gaming is now, as you said, in the lead, and Poseidon still on 0 kills. The whole of Just Gaming has frags. They're at least pulling this card together, and that is actually helping them getting those rounds as well. And Alive, we said it before, not so many frags, but he does have 5 assists. At least he's helping his teammates out to get those kills in. Yet he needs to step up himself as well, save his KD and stuff.
No, just get those frags, and that's how he's going to be able to help out his team right there, because they're just always coming 1 or 2 kills short, right? If Poseidon picks up 1 or 2, that is definitely going to be helping them winning some rounds, and as long as he's going to stay on that 0 kill mark, Just Gaming is going to be able to possibly even venture further. Even though Deepak doesn't even hit most of his kills as well, which he normally does.
Deepak has stepped up the last few rounds where Just Gaming has a sudden turnaround of events.
Yeah.
Yet the opening kills always go in favor of Supremacy almost. Trust Gaming has won 3 rounds, as you can see. Yet, all those 3 rounds, Trust Gaming didn't have the opening kill, but just waited a little bit and then turned it around majestically. Got all kills in just a short span of time, and they made it work. Now they have to get a 4th one, and if they do so, well, even Hap says they might actually win the match. So that is something they should be hoping to get.
Yeah, definitely so. As one of the Twitch drones just got spotted out, will be taken out. Didn't even take down the ADS, I believe, which was located on the floor. Just was used to spot out the player.
Oh.
Bit of a waste of utility right there, as Deepak is almost aware, it seems, of one of the players being outside of that window. Just waiting for him to jump in or make some noise so he can actually do something about it. As he is ready on these stairs, we'll be throwing a goo mine just to, you know, deny the area right there.
Get that intel as well if a player is pushing. Tactis standing by with his F2, just hoping a player might actually walk into his aim, yet the chances of that are rather slim. As Poseidon and his friends will now try to attack from the bedroom. Time is ticking out though once again, 1 minute 15 left on the clock, and once again Supremacy doesn't have a lot of pressure. Now though, Avage is in a wrong position, has been spotted out by K6, and that will result into a headshot.
Quite strange to see though, as Avage was nowhere near to be able to see that window, so just a small portion of his head most likely stuck out there, got him killed. And that means that Supremacy once again got that opening frag, but as you said, they almost never make use of it. As Trust Gaming has won most of those situations, and that is what they do. They just wait them out.
Look at the minefield as well from the Legion.
Yeah.
He's just standing by. If someone wants to push from there, he knows where exactly they are. But now time is ticking out. 30 seconds left, and it seems like Supremacy is having to push in a very unfavorable position. There is a player coming into the peak of Deepak, but Leonski meanwhile takes down just as well, and the smoke canisters are working wonders.
Yeah, Poseidon and KSX both take one down. It's going to be a 4-2 situation. It's going to be a really hard job for the side of Trust Gaming, as Live even takes down double kill from Quadzy. Won't be enough as the Live comes in from the side and will take him out. Bring it to a 3-3. Draw at first half. As it seems like it could have been possible with that double C4 kill, but it wasn't going to be enough. Trust Gaming waited too long on that one. Became a bit too aggressive maybe. As Avage was just still waiting on the other side of the map with 1 minute 30 left in a pretty exposed position.
Sometimes you can try, sometimes you can overcommit, and this eventually resulted into Trust Gaming losing the round. I didn't really register. Who had the opening kill?
Wasn't it?
Oh, it was KSX onto Avage.
KSX, I guess.
Yeah, it was. I put it down. I just didn't know what. Okay, I just didn't put a stripe at a certain place, right. So it really messed with my simple and feeble brain.
Oh well, KSX on 10. That's happening, I guess. Poseidon picked up his first frag.
Oh.
And they won the round.
Hashtag getting there.
That is what they need to do. Just get them, let them get kills, and that's how you win. Deepak in the meantime already on 3. It's now Meads who is slacking behind, of course, playing as the designated planter and Heartbreacher. You won't see much combat as you are way too valuable to possibly sacrifice.
And also the staller for the defensive side. So as a smoke, you don't really go for the frag. Sometimes he tried to go aggressive though, which didn't always work out too well for him and his team. Yet he at least tried, and that's worth something. Bandit now actually charging up those beautiful walls. KSX is standing by. And despite there not being a termite ban, we don't really see it come into play, as the teams seem to favor Yabana.
And they definitely seem to favor it. It's most likely because of the fact that you cannot, or at least it's a lesson opportunity that you can impact trick the X-Kairos, as if you deploy them at the floor, there's no way the impact will be reaching that if you deploy them at the ceiling. So could be the choice why Hibana is being played right here instead of Termite. Of course, we will never know for certain unless we ask the teams.
And that we might actually do one day. It is already 1 minute down on the clock. Just Gaming though taking positions faster, more effectively than Supremacy, yet they don't really make too much out of it yet, as no damage has been dealt. And I'm curious to see what Supremacy will do with the Vigil onto Poseidon as well.
Yeah, indeed, and if Just is going to get pressured by, for example, a X-Karos being deployed, as right now the Thatcher will come into play. We'll be destroying 3 Bandit Warriors from KZX, and you will still have 1 left to try and deny the X-Karos pellet. So, if Trust is smart, they will be deploying them in the middle of 2 walls, so they can never Bandit trick all of them.
I'm just wondering, can a Flash shoot the floorboards and then air jab through?
Yes, I think you can.
That would be so mean. Of course it will be shot by the Bandit, but in the meanwhile, yeah, you could deploy those X-Kairos if you want. Meats now will put them down. K6 is moving in. Yet.
Oh, he has to be fast with this one, because else he can actually juggle both. Won't be going for that one. He's not going to risk it as alive. Gets the entry frag this time onto Quatsi. It's going to be KSX who tries to go aggressive on the X-Kairos holes that have just been opened up. Won't be able to pick up anything about that. His life is quite low on HP himself. Trust Gaming is trying his best to make this work. Leonski trying to get the aggressive angle right there. Won't be able to win that one from KSX. As in the meantime, the wall is going to get open even further deep back, then gets up just as the Astronomy is actually going to get taken right here by Trust Gaming. If Fudge picks up another frag, that brings it to a 3-on-3. Alive is still low. KSX tagged up just a little bit, but holding off in the B bomb side. This fight just one-taps Poseidon right there. Seems like he has found a groove right here. He has found the accuracy that he needs, and all Trust Gaming has to do is just make the right choice right now. Make the right bomb side choices. If Fudge picks up one, Deepak finishes things off. It's going to be Trust Gaming taking the lead back to 4-3.
And we have to note once again, Trust Gaming only wins rounds where they don't have the initial frag. Then again, they've only had the initial frag in one round before, and as is pretty logical, Supremacy won that one. 4-3. Trust Gaming takes the lead once again, yet they don't always know how to squeeze a match out of that one. But at least they get closer to that 1-point margin, and maybe even the full Monty.
If they manage to draw up now, that means they will stay ahead of Supremacy at least and maintain their number 4 spot in the current Challenger League standings. However, if they manage to win, they will be proceeding to the 3rd place. Ooh. And even fortify their
top
4 position even more, which of course gives you the Challenger League Season 10 spot.
Yet there are still 3 more weeks to be played right after this one. That means there's still a lot of points to be distributed. Of course, every team has to play 2 matches every week, and every match can result in 3 points as well.
Yeah, after this week, each team can gain up to, I believe, 18 more points. So it's safe to say that Pact won't become the number 1 seed at any given circumstance.
At least they're dropping a bond. They're going for style.
They're 0-0-7 right now.
Do you know what the numbers are on my number plate?
You do have 0-0-7?
Yeah.
I'm actually jealous.
That's the score I have in every game ever. Like, if I would have driven an Aston Martin and I would have had those numbers on my car, I would have been ecstatic, yet I'm just driving a simple Volkswagen.
Buy a Belgian car so you can actually choose your own.
Oh yeah, but that's expensive though.
It's if you want it,
it is achievable. Work hard, play hard, as we see Leonski's drone being destroyed, and now he's saying, I'm gonna get you for that one. I'm a Thatcher, I don't care about anything. I'm just gonna go for the frags, go get this 5th round of Fortress Gaming. Yet they are taking their sweet time. The Thatcher nade has been used, I believe. Means is now happy to juggle those walls again, but the problem is the Bandit already wired up at least 1 wall again. And that means it's going to be a hard fight for them.
Dangerous move right here from Leonski. Needs to use his other EMP grenades right there if he wants to take down the Bandit. Instead, didn't do so. Could have picked up 2 more charges. As right now...
Oh.
That's unlucky.
That's rather awkward, as now they have spotted out that ADS, have thrown another Thatcher nade. But is the bandit in a position to trick at least one more pallet?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
He's going to be able to, and he is going to right now. As you can see in your left of your screen, he succeeded in at least denying most of the X-Commerce pallets. Not sure if he got all of them, but definitely an opening could have been opened up. It's not going to be the case. Still has one shock wire left. Trust Gaming has to find a different entry right here because it's not going to happen. They wasted their EMPs and weren't able to make sure KSX wasn't going to be bandit tricking them. And thus they need to find a different entry if they want to win this one and not make it go back to a 4-4. It's going to be definitely a hard task for them.
There's only 1 minute left on the clock. And that means Trust Gaming really needs to step up their tempo. ADS is still in place. They're just so slow, they don't know where they are. Their drones haven't really done the thing they had to. But now Leonski takes down one, almost takes down a second. Yet he just messed up his spray a little bit there. It is now a 5-on-4. Leonski takedown just is the opening frag we have waited for so long. And now they need to get more. He sees the arms. He knows where the bandit is. Yet the C4 does not hit him.
Yeah, but Deepak in the meantime is going to go from a different angle right there as Leonski goes aggressive, picks up the frag, Avich picks up one as well. And that turns it into a 2-on-5. Leonski picks up yet another one. Leonski just swapped around completely in his mindset as he picks up his fourth. Leonski going from the person that dies constantly to the member of Trust Gaming who carries them basically by making these kind of openings with the Thatcher, doing whatever he needs to do and doing it fast.
The opening frag as well was lovely, and Leonski stepping up to the level he had the last match they played as well. He's making us happy, he's making us proud, but then again we have to say Supremacy was giving some angles to them. And that means Trust Gaming is now on 5 rounds and only needs 2 more to get all the points. If they get 1 more, at least they have 1. And that's a happy place to be in.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a happy place to be in because that will mean that they will keep Supremacy behind them for sure in the Challenger League standings. And that means they will have 3 consecutive match points as well to even overtake Skilla, the team that they lost against in their off week, and basically make that right. As they are still trying to get into that number 2 spot, of course, as the number 1 spot is a bit far out.
But look at Leonski and Avage both stepping up 11 and 10 kills, and both just only on 4 deaths. The other side, KSX is still doing some mighty fine work, but the rest of the team is just slacking a little bit. And team cohesion and consistency is what you need in a game like Rainbow Six to get those rounds together. And that is what the French side is currently lacking. Trust Gaming will try to attack this kitchen as well. And do you think they have what it takes?
I'm not sure. It will depend on how they will be starting their attack. Because like it's Trust Gaming, so it's either gonna go completely right or it's gonna be horrifically wrong, right? Even though people call me biased, that's something I'm really critical about.
Well, at least they have found their groove. Both Leonski and Avage are in a happy place right now. So that is something that helps Trust Gaming. Quadzy isn't the guy that died most, and if that's not the case, they usually win a match.
Yeah, true, but like the last round they won pure of aim and not of actual strategy. It was just Leonski going ballsy stuff right there, just speaking all the angles, going aggressive because he knew no one was going to be able to contest him right there. And right now, Quadzy is going to be opening up some floorboards. Isn't going to be anywhere close though to try and capitalize on that, trying to take down 1 or 2 players from the hole it just created. Because I'm pretty sure there was a player beyond, below that, and they weren't aware of the breaching charge being placed. But that aside, it's still going to be pressure that will be delivered onto the side of Supremacy. Flamers are still going to be prepped right there to make sure no jump outs will occur. And Avage is now going to be going back up with only 1 air jab left available to him to use wherever he feels necessary.
Yeah, slowly but steadily, Trust Gaming is trying to put on some more pressure, and the last air jab has also been deployed. We see a lot of players on Nomad not using all of their air jabs, so I'm actually happy to see them all deployed. Despite them being deployed early on, it's better than just keeping them in your pocket.
Yeah, definitely, because it's always going to be able to help you at some point. If you lose control and they are going aggressive, then those air jabs are going to be there to help you. And the one he just placed is just going to be denying the flank from Astronomy Stairs completely. So always a good opportunity to do so. In the meantime, Poseidon is going to get tagged up just a little bit. Uncertain of how that happened. Could have been to one of the impact grenades that Quadzy could have shot through his lifeline. In the meantime, great droning work is being done by the side of Trust Gaming. Just some shots being exchanged left, right, and center. Quadzy gets the first frag onto KSX as a top fragger of Supremacy off the board. As we see Poseidon just throwing in his gas canisters right there, trying to deny the actual entry on the side of Trust Gaming. But I think he's too late already, as the smoke is going to be clearing anytime soon. Leonski stops his defuse. As Tactus is going to get down, Meats picks up Juzz. It's going to be a 2-on-5 situation. Leonski is going to go through with the plant. As the finish comes in, it's going to be a 1-on-4. As Alive picks up one, but has to find 4 more. He's going to be from above, so he's going to have a long time and a long road ahead of him if he wants to go back to the main floor. Actually get that plant down as well. Picks up a second one, though. So he's definitely doing a good job at getting back into a potential clutch situation. Right now, 103 goes to the wallbang. Won't be hitting anything. Is quite low himself. 1 HP for him to go. But he has 5 goo mines left in his pocket. If only he deployed them. But that won't be the case. Deepak and Alive are trading up. And that means that Trust Gaming have 6 rounds in the bag. And will have 3 consecutive match points to work with.
Finally, Quadzy is doing what he's known for. Getting those entry kills. And making Trust Gaming more able to get those rounds together. Finally, it's all coming together, and as you said, they have multiple match points. Now they just have to finish things off, as the Aviator and Games Room is the bomb site being picked by Supremacy. I believe they could choose whatever they wanted, and this is what they come up with.
Yeah, they can, because they haven't won a single defensive round yet. So Aviator Games will be their choice, and Trust Gaming didn't win it once. Not sure. They didn't win it again, right? When they were on defense.
No, I believe not.
So
no, they lost it. It was the last round they played on defense. Did not work out too well.
So yeah, I'm uncertain why they choose this one. Maybe they lost all faith in the other ones. Well, maybe Library is even better.
Maybe they're saying Trust Gaming doesn't know how to hold it, so maybe they don't know how to attack it. It is a very weird mindset.
It's a very weird mindset. But, you know, maybe that's how they work. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just trying to bamboozle them, trying to get off picks right there. But
yeah, just saying, well, you're not expecting us to play here, so bring it on, buddy. But the problem is, all those banded wires have been set up. Detacher is, of course, in play for Leonski, as Trust Gaming is very keen to pick that operator. That's why it was banned in their previous match today, as they were going up against Endgaming, which Trust Gaming won with a 7-4 scoreline.
Alive is going to go for the spawn pick right here. He's ready at the outside door, just waiting until he hears the sound. That one player is going to be close. Question is, will it come anytime soon, or will it just get spotted out by drone, or left empty-handed? Anything is possible right here, as Meads is aware of the fact that there will be a vigil around due to the ERC 7
distortion
and distortion appearing on the screen. 3-6. 3 consecutive match points. And Live already wanted to take some risk right there with going for potential spawn pick. Now that's not going to happen. Deepak will be spotting him out.
Oh.
Actually, Joseph Poseidon goes quite low. 1 HP himself. Not had his best game so far today. KSX makes himself known at the stairs as well, which will provoke extra caution. Making sure that the Trust Gaming members won't be leaving those stairs unattended. Most likely one of the air jabs will be deployed there in combination with a claymore. As Poseidon is just holding a close angle right here. 1 HP. The sneeze could basically kill him.
Meanwhile, on the UK stream, Endgaming is actually leading against M&M Gaming with a 6-3 scoreline, and that is quite unexpected. And for the side of Trust Gaming, that is rather favorable in the standings.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, they're trying to attack this from a different position. Just is playing on site as the Vigil, which is not really where you expect him to be usually. But meanwhile, Trust Gaming hasn't really had the entry just yet. Not a kill, not a place to move in, and not really a wall to have opened.
Yeah, definitely. And if both matches will be ending in this round, that will be drawing up for his tight second place between M&M and Trust Gaming. So even more of motivation for the side of the Dutchman to make sure it will happen this round. Quadzy, though, is going to get downed. Is going to be possibly safe, though. It's going to be Tactus with a double kill. Great reaction time right there, and it's going to be KZX to follow things up, bringing it up to a 5-on-2 situation. Seems like Supremacy, after Tactus gets another one, is going to be able to finish things off right here and bring it to a 4-on-6, as Meads is going to be picking up one. Tries to get a second one, will be failing to do so as of yet. But with 30 seconds left to go and so much utility on the side of Supremacy, it's going to be Tactus with a 4K to take down Trust Gaming. Well, basically single-handedly, making sure that they will have to at least play one more round.
I'm gonna say that Just Gaming did what they did in the first match as well against End Gaming. Getting somewhere, slowing down, not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
And the problem is they were standing, looking, literally staring at a MISO camera, which they didn't destroy or couldn't destroy. For a good 20 seconds.
At least your theory about they don't know how to hold it, so they don't know how to attack it works.
Yeah, at least Supremacy agrees with me. Just Gaming accidentally agrees with me as well. Oh, the IQ swap into an Echo swap as well might be very painful for Supremacy, as they'll go to Trophy and Statuary Room.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be coming back to haunt him if Deepak plays it right. Of course, Deepak didn't have the best impact as of yet. Now is coming back though. Like he needs to stay alive, because last time we said this. They need to take down the IQ or they're gonna have real trouble.
Yeah.
IQ was the first one to die.
Yeah, but that was on the side of Supremacy. And that was Leonski then having a godlike round, as he had a few times before.
So yeah, let's hope for Trust Gaming that's not going to be the case. But for the Supremacy side, who want to draw things up, they need to take down the Yokai drones before the. Wait, no, they need to save the. Okay, never mind. Okay. We're just going to go into actual casting. Back to the drawing board right here. Trust Gaming needs to take down the Yokai drones before Deepak dies, and Supremacy needs to prevent that and make sure Deepak dies before he does any damage. There we go.
Okay, I'm proud of you.
Thank
Smooth delivery, just the way you like it. We just got out the first part, and did you know, for the opening video, it took me like 4 times.
It took you 4 times?
Yeah, I was just so sad you weren't there.
Do a voiceover.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't do it without you.
I've been asked to do, like, for the Benelux and stuff, like a promotional video. It's so hard. Like, I kept on messing up, and then.
Well, like, the problem is a lot of people have a different vision of how you should put your voice in. Yeah. I've done voiceover for an animation once. I had to say the same sentence like 20 times every time.
I know.
You really hate certain words after a while, because they say you messed that up and you're like, no, I thought it was perfect, but you have to listen to the employer.
Yeah, unfortunately, those people are in charge of your voice at that moment, so.
Which is a scary moment. Quatsi is now going on the offensive. There is a player laying down close though. He's hunting. What the hell is that? Neither player dies, but Quatsi actually takes a little bit of damage, and that should have gone south very fast for Trust Gaming, as Alive now finally takes down Quatsi and Deepak.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what's happening right here. If Vaj though will be able to refrag that one and clear out the Romar. Quatsi got a bit too aggressive right there, and that can possibly cost him.
A bit?
Just a tiny bit too much, as it will maybe cost Trust Gaming some 3 points later on, as right now Supremacy are looking to get their 5th round on the board. Leonski will not be aware of the position of KSX right there, gets taken down as well. 4-on-2 is the current numbers, and that means that Supremacy is going to have a really good opportunity in bringing this to 5 rounds, especially since IQ, Sophia and Thatcher are down. There's so little utility left. There's no way for them to deal with the entire wall right there.
Yeah, KSX was very happy to boot down the rest of his traps, as now Poseidon takes down Meats as well. The Ibana, who hadn't used any charges of the X-Kairos.
Yeah,
2 minutes in.
Wall was completely bandaged off, so using them would just destroy them.
Leonski was in the bathroom first. He threw a Vetchinate. Nothing happened. There were so many opportunities they could have actually did something, or at least tried. And they didn't. And that is something Trust Gaming might have messed up, as Savage is the sole player left in a 1v4. And it seems like Trust Gaming lacks inspiration. They just don't know what to do as more explosions are going on. Now the Echo will spot the last player, will stun him, and that will mean just moves in I don't really know how that happened at the start. It was Quatsi running in, literally, almost blind. He knew there was a player somewhere, but then he was surprised by the player right there. And then eventually it turned into Just Gaming losing the round after Alive had a double kill. We told him he had to step up again, and so he did.
Yeah, he definitely did. And Just Gaming going too aggressive right there. Knew there was 2 players there even, so it could have been quite big if they actually stepped it up right.
Yeah, Alibi now coming in for Poseidon just to swap things up. And will this be a joke from Trust Gaming, which will haunt them out of existence? And will it be the 6-6? Will it be the same score they started off this season? The same map, the same teams.
I expected them to get 4 points today on their own Twitter poll.
Alright, and let's see if Trust Gaming can eventually bring home those points, just like End Gaming did. They just beat M&M Gaming, which is interesting, unexpected.
Yeah,
Happy
definitely.
for them. And that actually means that End Gaming will jump higher up in the leaderboard.
Well, M&M is going to stay there, but Extreme also won their game, so and then Extreme are both going to be on 10 points. And if Supremacy now loses this game, that means we have a 3-way tie on the 5th place.
Ooh.
So it's going to be a very interesting start of the second half of the season. Of course, Supremacy has the opportunity to draw this up right now. It's going to be up to Trust Gaming to deny that. They had 3 consecutive match points. They messed up twice. One time they messed up majorly. It's just going in too quickly. Just a call of maybe being too confident, I guess it was. And that might come back to them right now. They weren't approaching the rounds like they normally do, and that is going to be their downfall probably.
But we're going back to the bomb side. Trust Gaming has won relatively easily, it seemed. Eventually it turned into a 4v1 as only Tactics was alive at the end. But first they have to get there once again. The problem is Trust Gaming seems to be choking time and time again. And now they lose opening kills more than ever. They are the team that loses the opening kill most of the time this matchup. But they don't really know how to cope with it anymore. They're just running in more and more players, losing more and more lives. And their droning game seems to be non-existent last round.
Well, they did have it last round. It was just that it wasn't even being used. Like, they droned it out, but that was about it.
Yeah,
so,
like there was no active droning.
Yeah, and that could be coming back to them right here as
hey there,
beautiful.
Yeah, don't you also love cones?
Don't you love cones?
Like, when you're driving around and you see like traffic work, they have the most beautiful cones. I want cones like that in my life. Did you know that? By the way, BK probably just kicked out the internet cable of his PC.
Yeah,
that's
probably.
why
or the game is over and they just decided to let's get the clean feed.
You have delay, we don't have
happened,
delay.
So.
Oh, don't you worry, we're back.
Oh,
and did you know that our observers are so majestic that, well, you didn't even miss any action. We're just going back in time a little bit, so we're right at the point we were before. You just saw this before we disconnected,
yeah,
and boom!
Scan right below him, 7-meter mark. As this is around the spot.
Oh
no! Not again.
I think this is my small analysis. Like, we're getting the feed from Poland, yeah. Their internet failed.
Did the internet fail?
Yeah, it's like,
or
it
did
could
they just...
like there is no other reason why this would happen, because both of these feeds come from Poland, from our beloved BK. He's like Big Papa, big heart for him, and well, unfortunately the feed has died. Maybe they've forgotten they had delay on it, and well, are we gonna spoil it?
Are we gonna spoil it? No, let's just do a guess first.
Okay.
Was it a 6-6 or a 7-5?
Say it in chat right now and make us happy.
Just play the tune right now.
Yeah, do some tunes, like a small build-up with music. Do you have epic music standing by?
Do you have epic music to do the reveal right here?
Yeah, because like we know, but you
we
don't.
know.